Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Foxborough High School Gymnasium. I am Kate Hill, and I'm joining alongside with Mike O'Neill. Foxborough Cable Access presents to you the MIAA Division III Elite Eight game between the Foxborough Lady Warriors, who are the number 2 seed, versus the Pentucket Panthers, the number 9 seed. The Lady Warriors are coming off of a win over Watertown, 71-31, with Kaylee Sullivan lighting up for 30 points, and Adriana Perazzo with 15. The Pentucket Panthers are coming off a win over Apponequet, the number 10 seed, 46-44, with junior Amelia Crow scoring 14 points. The keys to tonight's game will focus on if the Panthers can disrupt Sullivan and if the Foxborough Lady Warriors can play tough enough defense to get them to the Final Four versus the winner of Norwell versus Fonbonne next week. Last year, the same game was played in this gym, and the Warriors avenged the Panthers by 30 points. It'll be interesting to see if the Pentucket is ready to play against this strong Warrior team and avenge that loss from last year. Mike, what are you thinking?
Thanks for having me again, Kate. I'm really looking forward to this. We know what happened last year in the same gym in the same round. I think Pentucket had a lot of confidence, and Foxborough shot the lights out, ended their season. I think tonight the keys are Pentucket needs to force turnovers.
Now for today's
they all need to shoot, most of them need to shoot from outside. I think they need to shoot a pretty respectable percentage from three-point line to win this. They have to shut down Kaylee Sullivan for the Warriors, make the rest of Foxborough beat them offensively. And lastly, if they can keep it close into the fourth quarter, and maybe the Warriors get tight because they've been blowing teams out all year, make them play a close game, make them hold the ball a little tighter, get a little more tentative on offense late in the game. But they got to keep it close through three quarters to get to that point.
Your
So we'll see
Foxborough
what
Warriors,
happens.
coached by Lisa
but
Downs.
it's going to be a good game. Pentucket's really good from
Number
what I saw. It's
3,
going to be a
Adriana
really good
Perazzo.
matchup.
So Pentucket starting lineup here.
Number 5,
Junior
Alicia
Sophia
Drummond.
Balakwa. Number 32, Amelia Crow, Jr.
Number 23, Kylie Sampson.
Number 12 is starting.
Number 30, Ava Hill.
And who else do we have?
And
Gagnon,
number 11,
21,
Kaylee Sullivan.
and looks like number 25, Foley.
And now we ask that if you are able to please stand or remove your hats for the national anthem.
Great rendition. So just to refresh, starting lineup for Foxborough: number 30, Ava Hill; number 11, Kaylee Sullivan; number 23, Kylie Sampson; number 5, Alicia Drummond; number 3, Adriana Perazzo. And we will go over the Pentucket Panthers starting lineup, as I might have had a couple errors. So it's number 20, Kate Conover, senior; number 34, Devin Walsh; number 32, junior Amelia Crow; 14, Sophia Balakwa; and 21, Gagnon.
Yep.
So tip will be taken by Ava Hill versus Amelia Crow. Just getting ready to get underway here.
Amelia Crow is their all-star, Cape Ann League all-star. Let's see if she can start hot and get them on the board, get in some rhythm.
Tip won by Pentucket, and Belacqua travels. Looks like there was a tricky situation with number 21, Gagnon, over in the corner, but she recovered. Foxborough to inbound. Pentucket with a trapping, doubling on Sullivan, but sinking back into a 1-2-2 zone.
They like the 2-1-2 press out of the full court.
AD with the ball. Bounce pass to Hill at the foul line to Perazo on the left. And it looks like they're in a man.
I saw the man against Newburyport. They like the man on defense. They seem very comfortable in that.
Sullivan stopping and popping, swish.
Good start. Kaylee is the motor that keeps this team running.
Foxborough, full court pressure. Alasia Drummonds guarding Gagnon. Perazo, Belacqua pushing off, coming back out to Conover. She dribbles, finds Belacqua, drives baseline, spins, finds 34, short rims it, rebound tipped off of Foxborough, Pentucket ball.
You're tough not to come up with that rebound. Watch the out of bounds plays.
They like to slip someone in.
Yeah, they have some.
Right there.
Yep, they like cuts to the hoop. Oh.
And Foxborough
Kylie,
basketball.
Yeah, great defense. We saw Kylie make some of those plays against Watertown. Yep.
Foxborough ball, Perazo, guarded by Belacqua.
They're not pressing like the game I saw. Looks like they're letting Kaylee or Adriana bring the ball up.
Sullivan, almost a double team, stops and pops. It's good.
Beautiful.
Sullivan 4, Pentucket 0. Belacqua finds 34 off the rim, off the backboard. Perazo outletting to the right. She wants to take it. She finds AD on the left for 3. No good. Rebound Perazo. Takes it back out, wants to reset. Fresh
right
clock.
Place, right time for Adriana.
Pressured by Belacqua. And
got a foul off the ball.
And refs want to discuss. And Saradeo will go to the table.
I don't think the shot clock. No, shot clock did reset. Maybe that's what they're looking at. That shot by Alasia did not hit the rim. Yep, there it is. They put it down to 17.
So there we go.
Okay.
Sampson to Perazo. Back to Sampson. Sampson looking up. She's dribbling left. Finds Drummonds. And back in a zone here. It feels like it's a zone, but it might be a man. I don't know. Perazo finding Hill. Baseline. She drives. She goes up strong. And she gets a roll.
Great move.
6-zip.
Great move.
Foxborough, Pentucket. Crow. Back to Gagnon. Guarded by Drummonds. She's beat. Sully. 3 by Pentucket. And she gets the roll. That's a 2. That's a 2.
Yep, foot was on the line. Pentucket needed that.
They did. They needed to be on the board. For sure. Perazo being pressured by Belacqua.
Belacqua's very aggressive defensively.
Screen and roll with Sampson and Hill. They decide not to do it. Screen, off the ball screen. Sully cutting. Perazo looking for something. Sully, she dribbles right. She goes to the hole, and she hits.
Sully once again.
Timeout, Pentucket.
Great start for the Warriors. Sully taking some of the same shots we saw in the last round against Watertown. And she's making them.
She's making them. She's 100% from the floor.
You can't beat that. It's a great start. She can hit the outside shot. She loves cutting. She likes the spot ups.
So a couple of replays. Kaylee.
Look at that head fake.
And she's quick.
Yeah, Conover couldn't contain her on that one.
And nice left, going right, yeah. Baseline, pulling up.
Giving her way too much space.
And Ava Hill here going baseline, getting that bounce.
So great start for the Warriors. Yeah, looks like Pentucket plays man, but the big Walsh who was on the floor, she'll kind of drift in the paint. She'll help and double where needed. So they're a little flexible in the middle of the floor on defense. I also noticed Pentucket will pressure you and double you if you dribble to a bad spot on the floor.
Yeah, like a corner, etc.
Right. So I think the key is for everyone but the guards, right? Stay in the middle. Don't drive to the sideline, to the baseline. Don't let Pentucket get you in a bad spot on the floor. They will double you if they think you're on a bad spot on the floor.
Almost a steal by Hill, but 21 goes up. No good. Rebound by 34. I think that's Walsh.
Yep. Great rebound by Walsh.
And Balakwa's going in. She dishes to Walsh. That's
nice
a pretty
pass.
play. That's a pretty play.
That was a beautiful pass. Cutting left, right. The bounce pass around. Walsh with the finish.
Perazo taking it up against Balakwa. Alasia with the ball. Takes it up. Sampson back to Drummond's. Sullivan guarded by Conover.
Kaylee's making Conover work.
And she pulls up a three. No good. No rebound by Foxborough. We needed to get position on that.
Here's Crow. She's their sharpshooter. And
Walsh is going to take it in against Hill, and she's tipped. She's blocked.
Good defense by Ava. Stayed with her the whole drive there.
But they do this crazy stack here.
Yep. Someone's going to cut. Yep. Walsh cut to the corner. Sometimes people cut inside.
And she was tipped. Yep, exactly. She was tipped. We saw that.
Yep. Crow needs to get into a rhythm. She is their best player. She's their best scorer.
So Perazo on Balakwa. Looking to make something happen in the corner here. Can't really see. Too long. Drummond's with the ball. Rebound behind the back. Pulls it out. Screen and roll. It's not going to work, but Ava hangs on, and she scores. Screen and roll.
Great finish by Ava.
Nice pass. Oh, and we got a foul here. Perazo trying to be very aggressive, and she is an excellent defender. She learned from the best, Erin Foley. So we got a replay here. Nice screen and roll. That's a tough pass and a tough recovery, and she makes it happen. Foxborough, Pentucket, Crow driving the lane, kicks out. Three, bang, by Walsh. 10-6. Sullivan, almost a foul by Conover. Sullivan, wild in the paint, finds Ava on the three. Back irons it, rebound, fought for, on the floor, jump ball. We got a sub here. Dancewitz in for Conover. And we have a replay here. Balakwa driving the lane. She kicks to 34. Walsh. Nice play. Perazo pulls up for a shorty. No good. Rebound Crow. And we got a ridiculous foul. I'm going to retract that. So I like Sarah Deo. She's a good ref. .21 to inbound. Gagnon to Amelia Crow. And what a great, I like it. She called her for a carry.
Yep.
And it'll be Foxborough basketball. She's right there. She got the view. Drummond's to inbound.
Dankowitz, who is subbed in, really good offensively. She's got some moves in the post. She can go left or right. She's got a great spin move. We'll see if they get her involved offensively.
Sully's doubled. Drummond spins in the lane, blocked. Foxborough gonna get back on D. Crow going in.
Great defense.
And that's a jump ball. Excellent job. I mean,
Kaylee stayed with her. She was not intimidated in the paint there. Willing to take a charge. Nice
drive by Crow. Nice job by Sully. And she she did nothing. She actually tried to take a charge. So substitutions, Bryn Allen in.
There's those out-of-bounds plays. That's one of those out-of-bounds plays. Foxborough has to be ready for that.
And Naomi Aguas Vivas are in. Top screen by Bryn. Perazo got nothing. Bryn trying to post up. Sampson looking to drive the lane. Kicks out to Naomi Aguas Vivas, who drives the lane. Short jumper, no good.
Nobody was there for a rebound for Foxborough.
Right. 21, driving the lane. Sullivan blocks. Nice D, Sully.
Both ends of the floor for Sully. She does it all.
Panthers to inbound. Balakwa looking for options. She's in the paint almost. 21 goes to the lane.
Adriana got hit in the face.
And can't really see what was going on. We got a couple of baby carriages in front of us, but that's okay. Adriana trying to take the charge. Ref trying to see if she's okay. No bleeding.
Here's another out-of-bounds play. Look out.
Okay. Crow going in the lane. She loses the handle. Back out to Walsh. To Balakwa. Thought about the shot. 21 thought about the shot. Gagnon. She goes baseline. Too strong. Rebound by Pentucket. Foul.
Kylie.
So Foxborough Warriors need to, we need to block out our players. When the shot goes up, that's got to be automatic. Turn it around. We've got subs. Drummond's back in. Hill back in for Perazo and Sampson.
Early fouls,
Foxborough with 4. Pentucket with 0, which is wild. But here we are. And a shot blocked, or I couldn't tell. Alasia looking up the floor, trying to push the break. She finds Sullivan. Hill looking for the ball, but not really. Sullivan looking for something offensively, guarded by 44, Dancewitz.
They got to move on offense.
Back to Sullivan, and she pulls up. And she's fouled. She'll go for 2. So we'll get a replay of that in a second.
It was on Crow.
So, yeah.
She came down right in her landing zone.
So just deep breath here. Take a nice deep breath. We got 1 minute left in the quarter. Nice, Sully. Sullivan off the mark here.
Foul on Dankowitz.
And there'll be one more shot.
So
there's a lane violation by, it looks like Dankowitz.
Yep.
Dancewitz.
Got a little aggressive there, looking for the rebound.
But we'll get some retrieval here. And nice. Awesome. Foxborough pressing. Crow. Back to 21. Gagnon. To Balakwa. She's trying to look for options on the right. To, I believe, Dancewitz in the corner. To Crow, guarded by Hill. She wants to take it out. She wants to drive behind the back. She's dead. Back to Balakwa, scoop shot. No good. Rebound Hill to Naomi Aguas Vivas. And that is a carry. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. She can make that happen sometimes, and they can miss that call.
Lisa's animated on the sideline. She's not liking what she's seeing. A few mental mistakes, mental errors.
Balakwa, guarded by Drummonds. To Gagnon. Pentucket wants to run something. Pentucket looking for a screen here, down low to 34, and she connects.
That's 8 for Walsh. She's off to a hot start.
Naomi Aguas with the ball. She puts the ball up too strong. And almost gets that. That was crazy.
Off the wire.
So 12-10 Warriors over Pentucket Panthers.
So Pentucket, right, keeping up. Yeah. Here's the basket from Walsh. Yeah.
Feeding it inside.
Good pass. They kind of tried to double at the last minute, but it was too late. So I think Pentucket only had one outside shot. Walsh is the one that's keeping them in the game, and they're only down by 2. Walsh is the force offensively right now, not Crow, not anyone else shooting outside shots.
But, I mean, we can't count Amelia Crow out of the game.
No. She's going to get some baskets, yeah.
Right. So the rights fee to this cable cast have been waived by the MIA on behalf of the students of Foxborough High School. The MIA represents nearly 400 senior high schools across the Commonwealth and more than 200,000 young men and women who participate annually in MIA-governed athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of this program without the written consent of the MIAA is prohibited. So just want to let you all know that. And then, we'll say it again.
Only 2 scores for Foxborough in that first quarter, Sully and Ava.
Yeah, we need Drummonds to come alive.
Yep.
We need Perazzo to get on the board here. She's definitely a part of the scoring book typically. So, and this Pentucket team knows that.
Right.
They didn't just get here without knowing that. So Foxborough Lady Warriors to inbound the basketball. Leisure Drummonds to Kaylee Sullivan. Double screen up top. Sullivan looking for Bryn. To Naomi. Another screen on the left. Alasia on the left. Looking for something. Looking for options. Naomi on the 3. Back irons. Rebounding in the hands of Amelia Crow.
Foxborough's got to be better on the boards.
Absolutely. That's something that, and Amelia Crow goes to the line. So, playing a 5-out is tough, but people need to be mentally strong.
Yep.
When the shot goes up, everybody has to crash or find your person, block them out.
Exactly.
So Amelia Crow is a junior. She averages about, 14 points a game. She hits her first point.
Cape Ann League All-Star. She is legit.
So Kate Conover subbing in for number 34, Devin Walsh. And she connects, so the game is tied.
Let's see what Foxborough does offensively. Try to double screen on the last possession, didn't work out. Need to be more creative on offense.
(15, 14, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Got to make something happen, Warriors. And it'll stay Foxborough. Nice try to feed into the post. Ava doesn't typically play the post, but, she had a long arm showing a target for Sully.
We saw Ava with a couple post plays against Watertown with Addie Reuter out, so let's see if Ava can get involved down low.
And she's blocked. And Crow is going against Sullivan. Too high. And Bryn Allen skying for the rebound. No good. And almost a steal by Hill, but 44 goes in and she's tipped. So we'll stay Pentucket ball. Foxborough Lady Warriors need to calm down and think about their fundamentals right now. Almost a 5-second call there. Balakwa against Drummonds. Almost loses it. Steal. Tip. And a double dribble. And a double dribble. I know.
Yep.
It's all right. It's all right. These things happen.
Yep. Naomi's just got to slow down there. You had plenty of space. Just bring the ball up. Adriana's coming back in. Kaylee's brought the ball up a few times. Agua when she was in. Let's see if Adriana gets back to bringing the ball up, looking for some consistency.
Oh. Nice backdoor by Conover. No good. Blocked, I think, by Sullivan.
Yep, Ava with
Sullivan
the
looking to push. She's not doing this anymore. She's not doing this anymore. Almost hits. Nice rebound by Drummonds. But
out of bounds on Alasia. I think she bobbled it coming down.
Hill trying to create some sort of seal.
Good hustle. Don't make it easy on them inbounding the ball.
Balakwa guarded by Perazzo.
Yeah,
and
out of control there.
Turnover, Pentucket. Sullivan with the ball, and she loses her teammate. So Lisa looking for some sort of tip of some sort.
Yeah, it's hard to see that. I don't know if that was tipped. Some miscommunication on the pass.
So 21, Gagnon to Balakwa, screen, switch. We get an outside shot, and it's good. And that's the first lead by Pentucket. That's a 3.
All
Sullivan.
5 points. Yep, Crow has the points in this quarter.
Sullivan looking for a screen from Hill. Sullivan takes it off the backboard, no good. Pentucket. Balakwa to number 21, almost a travel. She drives the lane. No good. Rebound. Sullivan.
Kaylee's looking to push.
No numbers. And she's pushed.
Yep, that's a push.
So Sullivan, so we have a replay here. And we have Amelia Crow. Sullivan is looking a little struggling.
Yep, a little slow to get up.
Sullivan got up. She's tough.
Yeah, you're not going to keep her down. She's going to battle.
To Perazzo, guarded by 12. She's thinking about something. Ava, screen. Perazzo brings it back out. She drives the lane. She kicks out to Drummonds. Drummonds tries tricky dribble. Shoots to 3. And it's good. Tie game.
It's a big shot. Pentucket had a lot of momentum these last few minutes. That was a big shot by Alasia.
Crow, guarded by Sampson. She tries to take it. Passes to the right side. Can't see who it is.
Good D by Kylie.
There's some sort of call.
Yep.
Foxborough fans and Pentucket fans trying to heckle each other. That's kind of cool. And Alasia pulls it back out. Awesome. Pentucket, Balakwa, guarded by Perazzo. It's a 5-out. Someone's going to cut in. There's a screen. Can't see it.
Walsh in the post. Ava's got her.
And there's a call against Pentucket, so it's Foxborough ball. Tie game, 15 all.
Foxborough needs to find some rhythm on offense.
Perazzo to Sampson. Screen by Hill. Roll, no good. Perazzo thought about the long 3. Alasia back to Perazzo. Looking for something inside. Sullivan lines up for a 3. High arcing. She hits.
Kylie.
18-15, Foxborough.
Back-to-back 3s. Alasia and Kylie.
Crow, guarded by Sampson.
Kaylee's got 11.
Conover, guarded by Sullivan. Balakwa thought about it. Perazzo in the lane. Off the backboard. Sullivan to Hill to Perazzo. Calming things down. Or looking to push something. She thought about that 3. Hill underneath. Underneath. Too strong. Rebound almost. Sampson. Conover brings the ball up against Sullivan. Tries the lane. No good. Tip ball in the hands of Drummonds. She's looking to go. She's going. She goes all the way. No good. Back in the hands of Pentucket. Number 12. Thompson.
Lexi Thompson.
To Balakwa. Perazzo. Guarding. She's dead. She's dead. To Crow. Guarded by Kylie. Sampson. She's dribbling wild. The ball's on the floor. Drummons finds Perazzo. Sees Hill inside. She's gonna make a move. Back out to Sullivan for 3. No good. Sampson fighting for the rebound. Hill fighting for the rebound. She gets the rebound. Intended for Drummons, but it went out of bounds. Nice try.
Student bodies are getting animated here.
Pentucket ball. (21) Gagnon, guarded by Alasia. Drummons on the baseline. 34, Walsh goes up against Hill. No good. Rebound. 21.
Tough rebound by Gagnon.
She'll go to the line for 2. So this is Allie Gagnon. She is a junior. She lines up and she hits. Nice job.
FaceTime, Kate.
And her second shot. No good. Rebound. Hill. Tips to Bryn Allen. To Perazzo. And looks like a little bit of a staggering press here, but Perazzo, no problem getting it over.
Lexi Thompson, Amelia Crow's coming back in for Pentucket.
To Bryn Allen, short jumper, good!
Baseline.
That's what we need.
Bryn had a couple of those baseline shots in the last game. She can make that shot.
Perazzo guarding number 21. She goes to the line. Perazzo will be called for the foul. Looks like it's her second.
Yep.
Gagnon will go to the line again. No good. She's a junior. She'll be back next year. Amelia Crow subs in for number 12. Lexi Thompson, who is a sophomore. With timeout called.
Crazy start, Kate.
So we have a replay. Bryn Allen here. Nice screen, nice roll. No seal, but nice short jumper there. Awesome.
Yeah, that's a nice move. Good.
And good court sense, good pass into that little short jumper. So we like that.
Yeah, Foxborough came out firing, right? Kaylee had, I think, yep.
So we get a replay here. So she's fouled, and then her neck goes against Conover's upper thigh there, and I didn't like to see that. So just give her some time to get up and shake it off. She'll be good.
Yeah, that's tough. But Kaylee had 8 in the first quarter. Foxborough got out to a 6-0 start, and Pentucket's really clawed back.
So we have an update for the other game that's being played that just got over with. It was between Norwell and Fontbonne, and Norwell won 54-41. So that's another low-scoring game. It's probably a defensive game there. So the winner of this game will play Norwell sometime next week.
Norwell to the Final Four again. Went to the state title last year against Foxborough. Good team. 19-1 on the year, or in the regular season. So strong team. They'll be waiting for the winner of this game.
So we have Devin Walsh at the line. Shoot 1, back end of the 2. And she makes it. So we have 20-17, Foxborough to bring the ball up. Sullivan looking for something. A back door with Alasia. She goes up strong. Ava back up and 1. Ava Hill. Nice drive by Alasia Drummons, too strong, and then so we have a replay here. Nice pass by Sullivan. Alasia going strong. Ava cleaning up, timing it perfectly. So Ava will shoot 1.
I think that foul was on Walsh. 3-point play.
the old school way. So, you know, we got to have people rebounding and cleaning up like that. That's something that we got to do going forward.
Yeah, Foxborough really should be out rebounding Pentucket over the course of the game.
Balakwa to Gagnon to Dancewitz. Balakwa just calling the brick there.
The bank is open. The bank is open.
You got to call it. You got to call it. Sullivan to Drummonds. Drummonds backs it out.
Foxborough's got to finish this half strong.
Screen to Drummonds to Aguas Vivas. Back to Drummond. Shot clock at 12. Drummonds finds Hill going baseline. She's almost, something's going on, but finds Agua underneath, and she's fouled. Great team play.
Strong play.
Nice cut by Agua.
Ava didn't catch it cleanly, so smart to give it up to Agua.
There's her teammate right there. Two-step, a drop step.
That's the second on Gagnon.
Aguas Vivas at the line for 2. Conover subbing in for Gagnon. Aguas Vivas for 1. Swish. Nice job. Foxborough kind of laying off a press. 37 seconds in the quarter. A 3. It's good by Amelia Crow. 24-23.
That's 8 in this quarter for Crow. 2 threes in this quarter.
Drummonds for 3. No good. Rebound, Pentucket. Balakwa. Guarded by Sullivan. Almost stolen by Aguas Vivas. In the corner to Conover. Crow for 3. Deep 3. Nice high arcing. Rebound, Sullivan. And that's the end of the quarter. So we got 24-23. And we got a replay of Amelia Crow's
quick release.
Deep 3.
Quick release.
And a great shot.
Agua gave it too much space.
So at the end of one half, Foxborough 24, Pentucket 23. They're going to the locker room to discuss. And I'm not sure about this Pentucket fan grabbing on the rim. I'm going to have to talk to the athletic director about that. Just kidding. We'll be back for second half action in a little bit. All right, we're back at Foxborough High School Gymnasium for the Elite 8 game between the Pentucket Panthers and the Foxborough Lady Warriors. I'm with Mike O'Neill. My name's Kate Hill. And as you can see on your screen, the score is 24-23. And it'll be Pentucket to inbound.
Yeah, that first half was played at Pentucket's pace, right? Low scoring for Foxborough. So let's see what the second half brings.
And you know, this third quarter is always, you know, it's either like a lucky charm or it's a dagger. You know, it's going to dictate what's going to happen for the rest of the game. And you know, we have a nice cut there. A nice pass by Balakwa into 34 and denial on defense by Ava Hill, so good job.
Phil Jackson always used to say, win the third quarter, coming out of halftime. He used to tell his team, especially the Lakers years, win the third quarter.
And I don't agree with, I do agree with him. I don't disagree is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, Kylie denying that baseline of Conover. Tip pass by, and another cut. Balakwa, wild ball, back out. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They got to recognize this. Coach better tell them.
Yep.
And Alasia Drummonds with the steal. Gagnon, she leaves her alone. She's good. So, you know, Foxborough now with their press.
Yep,
backcourt. Conover. Tough turnover here. It's just.
Yeah, she didn't realize where she was on the floor.
Shot clock dwindling down. Drummonds just kind of looking a little bit like Cam Collins stealing that basketball from last year. And yeah, we need the Foxborough faithful to back up. Yeah, it'd be nice. And Sullivan signaling a play. She wants a double screen. Roll by Hill wasn't recognized. Kylie Sampson outside for 3. She
That's
hits.
Big. That's
Let's go.
big.
Sampson for 3.
If Kylie's gonna get involved, then that's a great sign.
Tipped Balakwa. Sampson Balakwa, tricky dribbles, brings it back out. To Conover, thought about the step back. Gagnon drives the lane, quick dribble, no good. Rebound.
Got to get the rebound. Kylie.
Ripped by Sampson, tipped from Drummonds.
That was a big shot by Kylie on the last possession.
Yes, it was. Perazo, guarded by Crow. Double team in that corner. Sullivan takes it back out to Perazo. Pentucket in a man-to-man. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Into Kylie. She backs down. No good. Rebound. Walsh.
Didn't have the angle on that shot.
Balakwa. Guarded by Perazo. Bounce pass into Conover. Weak side to Crow for 3. Hits. Sullivan.
They need to do a better job
looking to
covering
drive the lane.
her.
She's stripped.
They need to get in Crow's face. They're giving her way too much space on the perimeter.
Foxborough to inbound. Sullivan for 3.
Beautiful.
And she hits. She answers. 32-26, Foxborough. Gagnon. To Balakwa. Walsh looking to give a right screen to Balakwa. On the baseline, Crow. Back to Balakwa. Tie up with Perazo and Balakwa. It will go Foxborough ball.
Great aggressive play by...
And replay here of, I believe, Amelia Crow signaling for the ball.
Yeah, Alasia gave her way too much space. Great cross-court pass.
She was closing out. I mean, I would rather just close out aggressively and go like ham, to the player.
Yep.
Because I don't think Crow can go inside.
Right.
I'm not sure she can.
Crow.
And there's Sullivan.
Yep.
To Sampson.
That was a big shot. This is a big shot. Yeah, so Kylie, big shot by Kylie.
And then a follow-up by Sullivan.
Sullivan's got 14 points. So that 3 was big. She had 11 in the first half. Now with the 3, she needs to heat up. Perazo's not on the board yet. No points from Adriana.
And replay Sully. Nice pass on that inbounds play from Perazo, and that's something that they practice all the time. Yes, going forward, you're missing, a good 14 points, or at this point 8 points from Perazo.
Yep.
And that will come as long as Foxborough 1 rebounds the basketball, doesn't turn the ball around, turn it over,
yep,
and plays solid defense and communicates. I don't hear anyone yelling on defense. I don't hear any loudness, and I don't like that. Sullivan on the right, dribbles left, hands off to Perazo. She takes an inside jumper, in and out, rebound, nice rebound by Walsh.
Walsh is a good rebounder.
Crow for 3, she's tipped.
Yep.
Rebound, Sampson.
That's what you got to do on her.
Sampson advances it to Perazo. She thought about that outside 3, that deep 3. Sullivan. She takes it. Rebound.
Alasia was looking for that offensive board on the weak side.
Gagnon to Balakwa. She fakes. She goes baseline. She bobbles it.
Good defense.
And it'll stay Pentucket ball. Walsh, guarded by Hill.
Wow, travel on Walsh.
So these are turnovers that this coach does not want to have. This coach from John McNamara, that was going to be an offensive set. Perazo to Sullivan in the corner, in the right corner. She goes in almost to the key. She goes into the lane. She goes down.
Ooh.
No foul, but she's up. The ball is in the hands of Pentucket. Balakwa. She finds Gagnon. Lines up for a 3. No good. Sampson with the rebound.
Yeah, good tip by Kaylee to Kylie for that rebound.
Perazo to Hill. Underneath. She's tipped. Conover to Walsh. Warriors playing a little wild right now.
Yeah, they got to finish.
Calm down.
They got to finish under the boards.
Gagnon, guarded by Peraza. She goes in the lane. She goes down. Sullivan. Drummonds to Peraza. We have a little break here. Peraza pulls up for a three. Off the rim. Fouls her shot. And she is calling for a foul.
That was a big play on Gagnon. She hit the deck hard. No call by the ref.
But they have 3 refs. They have 3 refs. They have someone on. They have a lead ref here, this young lady here, and
Ava stood still. Ava stood still.
So what do you want to call it?
Good defense.
She's shaking her head no.
Yep. Good defense by Ava.
That's a lead ref. Balakwa.
Yeah, Gagnon was looking for contact there.
We got a double, almost like a 2, I don't know, a 2-3 or what's going on. Crow tries to drive, denied by Sullivan. She's dead. Balakwa finds 21. Gagnon drives the lane. Yeah, denied by Hill.
She tried that play
denied again.
She just ran right into her. Yeah, she just ran right into Ava. Yeah, Kylie's chirping at the ref a little bit.
Gagnon finds Hill. Bumps her.
Sorry, Kaylee.
Again. And then they want to call that. Whatever. It's fine. Gagnon for 2.
Just play your game. Just play your game.
No good. Gagnon's going to regroup. She's going to try to hit the second shot. She hits. Naomi Aguas Vivas with the ball on the left. She's going coast to coast. She finds Alicia Drummonds, and exactly what I thought.
That's a foul on Walsh.
And that's, that's a foul where you're anticipating someone going right up and, size difference, if you will.
Yep, smart by Alicia just to hesitate, take the contact.
So we got 2 fouls by Foxborough, 1 by Pentucket, which is unheard of, in my opinion. Kylie Sampson to inbound. She finds Hill. Back to Kylie. To Agua. Agua signaling a play. To Sullivan. She tricky dribbles. Pulls up for a jumper. No good. Rebound, Pentucket. In the hands of Gagnon. Gagnon one-on-one with Aguas Vivas. Takes to the lane and 1. Count it. She's going the lane. So we might see a replay of this. She's trying to take a charge here, holds her ground, but she's moving. She's moving.
Yep. Gagnon's being very aggressive this quarter. She's driving to the lane, not settling for outside shots.
No good. Rebound, offensive rebound, Walsh. Steal by Sullivan. She goes one-on-one with Balakwa. She goes to the rim. No good. Rebound tipped. And it's going to stay Foxborough ball. Sullivan is very disappointed in herself. You can see it in her face.
Yeah, she wanted to make that.
And she usually can.
Yep, she made a great steal. She had the momentum, just couldn't finish.
Aguas Vivas to Sampson, to Alasia, to Kaylee Sullivan. Back out to Alasia, top of the 3. Pick and roll. She tries to spin, no good, she's dead. Sullivan. Batted away. Lefty screen with Ava. Nothing to make of it. Pulls back for the 3. Swish. Pentucket. Balakwa. To Gagnon.
Classic Sully making big shots.
Walsh coming up for a screen on Aguas Vivas. To Crow. Deep 3. High arcing. No good. Rebound, Walsh.
You got to get that rebound.
Reverse layup, fouled. I don't know what that was, but that's fine.
Dankowitz with the rebound.
He had a better view than I did.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You can't let Pentucket get these offensive rebounds. Second chance points. Now they're at the line.
And she went in quite easily. I mean, that was like 5th grade Metro basketball. That was ridiculous. So she makes that first free throw. Bryn Allen subbing in for Aguas Vivas. So Dancewitz, I mean, She'll see the replay when she goes home. But that was a smart move. And here she is. Missed the second one. Drummonds dribbles the ball up behind her back.
Kaylee's calling for the ball. Yep, she wants the ball.
In that right pocket.
She likes the baseline.
Drummonds for 3. No good.
Oh, Bryn fell hard. Bryn fell hard.
And we got a replay here. Can't really see with the crowd. And we got Bryn going up. She goes down. Don't like to see that. No one likes to see that. She hit her head. Hey, handsome, can you sit back? And Bryn Allen just connects on a shot after she just slammed her head down. Okay.
Big shot. Unfazed.
She's all right.
She's unfazed.
Walsh going in, fouled by Hill.
That's Ava's 4th.
Can't see. Thanks, buddy. You want some gum? You can have some.
Kate interacting with the fans here.
It's just bubble gum. It's just Dentine. I mean, yeah, it's Dentine from Hoosiers. So we got to replay Bryn in the corner. She got a nice jump shot,
yep,
2 points.
Set shot.
Perfect.
Both of her makes from the corner.
And Walsh is on the job today. She's doing excellent.
Yeah, Walsh has 10 points in the game. She had 8 in the first quarter.
59 seconds in the third quarter. Little pressure here. Sullivan finds Hill to Alasia. To Hill. Finds Bryn. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Thought about a screen. Sullivan looking to score, looking to slice that. No good.
Bryn almost had it.
Bryn almost had that. Nice job.
She bobbled it. Good cut to get that rebound. Just couldn't hold on.
We'll get there.
This game
is a tough team.
This game is still being played at the pace that Pentucket likes.
Right. I agree. Foxborough needs to, and Pentucket's doing a great job.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this 4 across madness here. They want to cut back. That's what they want to do. And they did.
She's got some offensive moves. She's only got 3 points tonight, but she has moves.
1 second left. All right. 37-34. Pentucket is in the deficit here.
Yeah, again, this is being played at the pace that Pentucket likes. This is not what Foxborough wants. They need to push the ball. Their offense, even though there's a lot of movement, there's some screens, there's just no one's getting open in the half court. No one's getting open.
And that's why we need to create, offensive opportunities off of the defense.
Yep.
And have us be in transition because that's our bread and butter, and that's how we do quite well.
Yeah, and you can see Kaylee trying to take over in that quarter.
And she will. She will.
And she has the ability to do that at many times in the game. But I think some of the stagnant offense there, she was looking to make a play. The drive, she likes that floater off of 1 foot. Just trying to be a scorer. Keep this lead at a more comfortable level.
And we have this 4-high offense that they have going on, and then that's what leaves it open is the you can drive or you can pop up for a little shot there.
Yeah, we saw Walsh play that position in the first half. Now Dankowitz comes in off the bench with similar positioning on the floor. Credit to Pentucket. They have not completely relied on the outside shooting tonight, even though Crows hit some threes. Like I said, Walsh inside, now Dankowitz inside. We've seen Gagnon be really aggressive, cutting to the hoop. There's definitely some offensive balance with this Pentucket team.
So Gagnon to inbound the basketball for the start of the fourth quarter.
8 minutes left with a trip to the Final Four on the line. Who's going to come out on top?
So we have a little hold up here. Not quite sure. I think ref's just trying to make sure everything's good. Foxborough on their signature man-to-man defense. Gagnon with the ball to Balakwa. Foxborough really needs to lock in and think about blocking their man out when the shot goes up. Help defense.
Yeah, Gagnon.
And there it is.
Gagnon again, being aggressive. Cutting to the hoop. They are not relying on outside shots.
Sullivan driving off the glass. She's fouled.
Another hard hit to the floor. Sully's been on the deck a few times tonight.
She has. The earlier one I was concerned about with the neck.
Yep.
But, these kids are resilient. They're warriors. Sullivan hits. And we have this offensive set here with Gagnon driving past Sampson and just,
Yeah, Kylie tried to block her down there. She just couldn't get to the baseline to truly block her out, and Gagnon took advantage, went straight to the hoop.
Sullivan misses that free throw, which is interesting.
Rare.
Gagnon, Foxborough on defense.
Walsh is coming back in for Pentucket. Let's see if she replaces Dankowitz.
Conover. Dankowitz goes reversey, blocked by Hill, gets her on rebound. Yep. She goes up strong. Rebound, offensive
Another
rebound
offensive
by Alakwa.
Rebound.
Gagnon for three, no good. Battling, Alasia with the rebound, looking up.
She skied for that rebound.
Finds Sullivan on the right. We're crowding
Great
this.
Pass.
We're crowding this right side of the court here. And it's a nice pick and roll to get Ava Hill open.
Yep.
She'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, good pass by Sully. Seeing Ava cut to the basket.
Well, because they're going to just double Sullivan.
Yep.
So.
Yep. They got to be ready. A couple passing plays down low, right? Some bobbles by Foxborough.
Right. So
couldn't finish.
They don't care.
Yeah.
But they have Dancewitz coming in for help, which is the foul that was created. This is the second end.
So Walsh came in for Pentucket, but Dankowitz stayed on the floor. So that gives them a little bit more flexibility.
And we have a Gagnon for the nice layup there.
Gagnon has been a force tonight. She has been so aggressive. I'm really impressed by the way she's playing.
39-38, Foxborough. Hill underneath, ball is stolen.
Yeah. Sloppy.
Pentucket, Gagnon drives the lane. No good. Perazo on the break. 3 versus 2. Perazo decides to go all alone. She's hacked. Flagrant foul. She's hacked. That was a hammer.
That was aggressive by Balakwa.
I'd review that.
Let's see the replay.
That's clean.
Yeah, she
looks
got
good. She's got the replay. I don't have a good view.
I think she got on ball.
Got a couple of
Actually,
students.
On second thought, I don't know if she even touched her arm on that. Yeah, that certainly looked more aggressive in real time.
We have 6 minutes for the decision of whoever wins this game. And we have a replay of a layup by Gagnon. Ava trying to take a charge. Nice try.
Yeah, Gagnon again being aggressive, cutting to the hoop. On offense, Foxborough's just getting very sloppy. If they double Kaylee, some of these passes into the post, either from Malaysia or from Kaylee, they're either not crisp or they're not catching it clean, and it's a bobble, and you can't go straight up. And now they got a turnover.
Be patient.
Right.
It's 35 seconds on the shot clock.
Exactly.
Stop crowding it over here on the right side.
Right.
Move the basketball. Let's be creative. Let's have some cuts.
Yep.
Let's figure out how we can get other people touches, and then Sully will come alive when it's in due time.
Right. Yeah, you want to see more passes. I mean, I know they like to push the pace, but once you get into that half court and you know you can't push the pace from a rebound up the court, then yeah, move it around, spread it out, make crisp passes, and look for the open shot. You're right, Kate. Plenty of time on the shot clock. They shouldn't be rushing on a possession like that.
No, there's no urgency. Peraza will shoot 2. Oh, this is a 1-on-1.
That's Adriana's first point of the game.
1 shot, Adriana Peraza. Makes it. Foxborough lining up for their press. Crow with the ball to Gagnon.
Cuts.
And 34 all alone underneath.
Yep.
Got it by Hill.
Yep.
Almost a roll.
Yeah,
rebound by Bryn.
Yeah, Crow cut to leave some space for Walsh behind, but couldn't go in.
And an excellent weak side rebound by Bryn Allen. Sullivan looking for a screen from Hill. Roll. She's all alone. She goes in. No good. Rebound. Crow.
Tough
Outlet
miss.
to Balakwa.
Tough miss.
Someone going to cover ball. She goes in. Bryn. Tied up. Bryn Allen with the ball. To Hill.
Strong by Bryn.
To Peraza.
Strong.
Chill.
Yep, here's what you're talking about, Kate. Slow it down. Make passes.
Run your offense.
Right, run
it's
your
all
offense.
Good.
Here you go. Alasia coming around at the top of the key. Yep.
Move the basketball.
Wow.
And a nice move by Adriana Peraza. She
just had a sliver there in the paint.
Was pushed. She was pushed a little bit.
Yep,
she got some physicality in there.
Yep, she took it.
Balakwa to Crow. Got it by Sullivan. Rebound Hill.
Good rebound. Yep, you got to clean up on the boards. That's what they're doing.
Peraza lines up for a 3. Front rim.
Too quick.
Rebound.
Too quick.
Back. Oh, nice try.
Looks like Ava stepped up.
And, the lead ref is always looking to, they know they're going to go save it. And You're looking at the feet.
Yep.
And you're looking at the line.
Yep.
And, it seems like it's always going to go to the other team. I don't know. Crow with the ball up top, guarded by Sullivan. Coach McNamara, animated. Balakwa to Gagnon. To 34.
Walsh.
Balakwa. Gagnon.
She's going again.
Fakes.
Yep. She's driving again.
Walsh, short jumper. Looks good. It's good for 2.
Big shot.
Sullivan. Behind the back. Be smart on offense here. In the corner. She throws it away.
Under 4 minutes left, Kate. This is this game's flying by. It feels like we should be in the 3rd quarter, but this game is just flying.
I feel like we should be in the 12th quarter. Gagnon. Almost. Hill goes down.
They don't have the numbers. They don't have the numbers.
Back to inside. 43-42. Foxborough.
Walsh again. Walsh having a big night.
Sullivan. Fakes. Goes in the lane. Runner. No good. Rebound, Pentucket.
Travel on Crow. That's tough.
With Adriana Peraza slicing in. Nice job. Sullivan to Peraza. Outside. Thought about the 3. Steps back. Drives the lane. Finds nothing. Finds Kylie. No good. Offensive rebound. Drummonds.
Big rebound.
Out to Sampson. To Peraza for 3. She hits! Peraza for 3.
Peraza's got 7.
Travel. Pentucket. Foxborough basketball. I think that was a travel. Sorry. Can't see the student. We have a replay. Peraza. Fed from Sampson.
Great pass by Kylie. Quick pass.
Nails it.
You said it at halftime, Kate. Adriana did not have any points in the first half. And
no, she's a huge contributor to this team.
7 in the fourth quarter, really stepping up.
And she needs to be on the books.
Yep.
She needs to be a part of the scoring box.
She had a big game against Watertown. I know lesser competition, but she needs to be a scorer for this team.
So I don't know if that was a timeout or if it was a traveling violation. I couldn't see.
Yeah, we were animated by.
But the possession is pointing towards the Warriors right now.
Adriana's 3. We missed the out of bounds play.
Sorry. So the possession is, that's the jump ball. So it's going to be Pentucket ball.
Okay. Yeah, nothing happened. I think it was just a tip. This gym is eerily quiet from the Foxborough fans. We need a little bit more noise from the home crowd.
Agree. Gagnon. Inside. Tipped by Hill. Clock is at 21.
Look for Walsh.
Drummonds.
Look for Walsh.
Walsh drives baseline against Hill. No good.
Good defense. Good defense.
Sullivan. Behind her back.
Be smart. Run your offense.
Sullivan to Drummonds. Cross court to, I think, Perazzo for a runner. And
Beautiful.
It's good.
Beautiful. That's 9 for her in the fourth quarter. What a quarter for Adriana Perazzo.
And almost a steal by Sullivan. She got to hustle back. Pentucket. Gagnon. Got it by Drummonds. She wants to take it into 2 Warriors. Back outside. 44. Dancewitz. Drives the lane. Tipped by Sullivan. Almost push it, and a pushing. We have a push-off foul by 44.
Wow.
We'll take it.
Heads up play by Kaylee. Heads up play. Dankowicz was a little out of control. She turned right into Kaylee, and Kaylee took the charge.
Perazzo finds Sullivan. Off of someone's foot. That should have been a kickball. That should have been a kickball.
Right,
that was a missed call.
That was off a foot.
Balakwa. 21, Gagnon. Got it by Perazzo. Into Hill. Moves it in. 2 points. Perazzo. Backs it out. 1 minute and 25 seconds left to play in this game for a trip to the Final Four. Sullivan, screen by Hill. Can't see what's going on. Drummonds drives the lane. She goes in the lane. No good. Rebound, Pentucket. Pentucket ready to push.
Gagnon.
48-44. Gagnon going all the way. Followed by Sullivan. 1 minute and 6 seconds left to play.
This is coming down to the wire.
Nice job by Sullivan. Timeout. Not sure.
How you feeling, Kate?
I'm excited. I'm excited. These girls are playing a great game. Both teams are playing a great game. This is what you want in tournament basketball. Perazzo.
It's Adriana's last shot, last basket.
And that was very needed.
Way to use the glass. Yeah, this is a lot different than most of the games we've seen this year for the Warriors.
And this is what you want. You want it to be close, and you want both teams to give it their 100% effort. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by Pentucket. They've really played a pretty clean game. Not too many turnovers. The inside-outside game has been really strong. Gagnon's aggressive, driving to the hoop. Dankowitz has shown flashes. Walsh had a really good game. They have not relied on Crow's shooting. Crow's got.
And there's still 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Crow's got 13. She's having a good game. She's hit a couple threes, but Pentucket definitely balanced offensively has kept them in this game. Different looks on their offensive sets. Foxborough's had to account for.
Foxborough has to be very vigilant of, if this is a missed free throw, we need to box out. Nobody should be getting an offensive rebound at all.
Pentucket's
this is 2 shots, so
way
my bad.
Too many offensive rebounds tonight.
And especially on this one, if they get the, you know. Right.
Alasia, big rebound.
So 1 minute and 4 seconds. Sullivan. Sullivan looking for the foul. Pentucket has 3 team fouls. Foxborough with 1. And there it is. So 1 more and they go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-team foul thing.
Might have been called by Coach McNamara to use up that last team foul just in case they need to send them to the line.
Foxborough has to be really smart with the basketball. Be very smart. And Balakwa's going to look to steal. She's going to reach in. So this is going to be 2 shots now for Sullivan.
One more out of bounds. She going? Okay, she is going to line. Sorry, you're right. You're right, Kate. Yep, you're right.
This is a new rule instituted, I think 1 year ago.
Yep. Big shots.
So I'm sorry, this is 1-on-1.
Big shots for Kaylee.
Oh no, it's 2 shots. Should have stuck with my gut. So 4-point game here. 38.6 seconds to go. Sullivan.
Big.
All right.
Clutch.
38.6.
Clutch from the senior.
So again, here, let them get the ball in. Let's let them get it over half.
No threes, no fouls. No threes,
no
fouls.
fouls on the 3. No fouls on 3. And there it is.
Gagnon again.
Gagnon's having a great game.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by her game.
And she's gonna shoot the back end of the 3-point play, the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Gagnon's got 10 in this quarter.
Timeout, Pentucket. 31.2 seconds to go. Foxborough up by 2.
It looks like, right, no turnover, and you got to make your foul shots.
So I'm going to predict a few things here, and it might be right. They're going to want the ball in Sullivan's hand or Perazzo's hand.
Yep.
Because they do quite well from the free throw line.
Yep.
Here's the other thing. Don't throw the ball away. If you're under the hoop, know how many timeouts you have.
Exactly.
In case you need to call a timeout if coach isn't going to call it.
Yep.
So these are really important skills that these girls have learned over the years when they play Metro basketball, AAU basketball, all the things. Hey, Andrew. Good job.
Great job, Drew, on camera.
We got Kenny Carlton and I believe Mal Scarciotti somewhere out there. Maybe she's in the crow's nest. Oh, Drew's in the crow's nest. Mal, what's up? Thank you, my friend. That's right. Still with the repping the Boston Celtics sweatshirt. Perfect. Love it. So, under this hoop, we're going to inbound 31 Liam Kelly. Okay.
Thank you, Liam. Pentucket fans are really loud. They're really trying to put the pressure on Foxborough with this inbound play.
So Alasia, Pentucket's really looking for a foul or a steal. So the ball is in the hands of, so we got 20 seconds left. So a little comparison here.
So not Sully and not Perazzo. Alasia.
So it'll be Drummond. So there's 18.2 seconds. There's a 2-point game here.
Big shots by Alasia. Trip to the Final Four on the line.
So that's a 3-point lead, 18.2 seconds left. 1 shot to go by Alasia Drummonds. She makes it. 18.2 seconds.
Clutch.
No fouls.
No fouls, no threes. No fouls, no threes.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. She goes. And a blocking foul, Wild. Okay.
On Kylie.
No, I think that was on Alasia.
Oh, was it? Okay, yep.
We'll see.
It was Alasia.
So Gagnon again. So replay here. We have Gagnon, and great try by Alasia. I mean,
so there's 4.3 left. You're down 4.
You got someone at the line.
Let's see what Coach McNamara instructs them to do.
She makes it.
I mean, you can definitely make this down 2 foul on the inbounds and have a chance. I don't think you intentionally miss this. If I was the coach, I would not intentionally miss this. 4.3 is still a lot of time when you can foul on the inbounds. It's just going to be tough, with a full court if Foxborough were to miss the free throw. But let's see what happens.
And that's a great assessment. Like, if you're going to intentionally miss the shot, you got to make sure that somebody is going to clean up.
Right.
And that's hard to plan.
Yeah, and we've seen Pentucket with some offensive rebounds tonight. Walsh has been big on the boards. Dankowitz has been big on the boards. So you just, whether it's an intentional miss or not, you got to get the rebound here. You got to get the rebound.
You got to do everything that in your power to block out your player, to do everything fundamentally that is going to get you that rebound and, secure the ball.
Yep.
And, Gagnon has the pressure of him calling the timeout, and I don't feel like he's feeling like she's going to miss this free throw.
Yep. Yeah, they just talked about a make or miss situation. Lisa's taking the jacket off. She means business with 4 seconds left. Let's see what Gagnon does.
She makes it. Nope.
Missed it.
Rebound, Foxborough.
Kylie.
And there is a foul. 2.3 seconds left to go.
Big rebound by Kylie. Huge rebound by Kylie.
Nice job, Kylie Sampson.
That went off the back of the rim, and
but
that could have gone anywhere.
She's got long wingspan.
Yeah.
So we got a replay here. And Ava blocking out. Awesome. Kylie with her arms. Awesome job. Kylie Sampson going for 2. Nice.
Huge.
Kylie Sampson lining up for the back end of the 2. And she makes it. Awesome job. 2.3 seconds left to go. The winner of this game is going to go to the Final Four versus Norwell. And that'll be Foxborough. Foxborough Lady Warriors for the 3rd time in the past 3 years going to the Final Four. And that'll be sometime next week versus Norwell.
That'll be a rematch of last year's state title game against Norwell.
It will be.
This time it'll be a Final Four game. Great game, Kate.
What a game. An excellent game. A valiant effort by the Lady Panthers from Pentucket.
Yeah.
They should not be disappointed in themselves.
No, they played a great game.
As they played an excellent game. And we are very proud of our Foxborough Lady Warriors to go on to the next round in the Final Four.
This was a lot different than last year.
A lot different.
When Pentucket lost by 34 here.
And we're missing, having our senior center, Addie Reuter. But she is supporting the team, and she is here. And we like our little wind tunnel here. Pretty awesome.
And we like the red, white, and blue night.
Yeah. We like that, patriotism, if you will. So we'll be back for a post game. I don't know who's going to do it. We'll discuss. But thank you, everyone. Matt Shea, Judy Briggs, Mike Everson, Scott Daniels, Mike Weber, all the camera crew. You guys are amazing. And we'll see everyone next week. All right, get ready. Final Four.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Post game here at Foxborough Gymnasium. Final score: Foxborough 54, Pentucket 49. What a game! Congrats, everyone. Final Four again.
Thank you.
Lisa, when did you think? This is being played at their pace. I mean, even up into the final buzzer. I mean, this was really played at their pace. When did that start concerning you?
I mean, you know, I'm not going to lie. There were moments that I was concerned because we had girls in foul trouble. So we had to take off our typical defense of a man, which is where we're much more comfortable being. But we went to a zone, and we just had to make sure that we were, you know, right up on where Crow was out there, and really taking away her open looks. But in the fourth quarter, like I told them in the locker room, they showed maturity, and they, you know, they got the rebounds when they needed to. They hit the free throws when they needed to. You know, they made the extra pass. Things that we've been working on all season long just came into fruition in those especially the last 5 minutes.
Pentucket didn't really just rely on the outside shooting tonight. They had some inside game from Walsh, Dankowitz. Gagnon was really aggressive driving to the hoop, especially in the second half. Did that surprise you at all? Did you think there was going to be some inside-outside game from them?
We know that they all had the capability of shooting the threes, but they really like to put that on their shoulder and get to the rim. So, you know, our help defense wasn't always exactly where we had worked on it being. But we recognize the fact that, you know, they're a very good team, and we just need to take away their inside game a little bit more than maybe we did.
Now, I know this was stiff competition. In terms of the fourth quarter, what level do you practice these tight games, like possessions under a minute? What's either Kaylee or
I'll let
Ava?
You guys talk about this.
How do you practice these you know, under 2 minute type of possessions, both on offense and defense? How are you ready for a game this close?
I feel like it's just experience, especially for me and Ava. We've been here before, or really everyone, and we've been in, we've been in similar situations. But I feel like we handled it well. We made our foul shots. We didn't back down.
Ava, same mentality with a close game like this. How you practice?
I think one of the main things that is important, especially at the final buzzer, especially at the 1 minute mark, it's to stay composed. I said that before we broke it up at one of the timeouts in the last quarter, because if you're really frazzled, that's just going to cause your team to not succeed in the way you want them.
Coach Downs, were you happy when Coach McNamara called that timeout with Gagnon online? It seems like, I don't know if it psyched her out because she missed the second one, but it gave you guys a breather. Was that kind of a blessing in disguise when he called that timeout?
Well, I was actually I was calling a timeout at the same time, but they just happened to see him first. So works for me.
And if we can pass the mic around, because there were some big plays. So, Naomi, what do you have to say about this game?
Honestly, I mean, sorry, you're stepping on it. Honestly, what I have to say about this game, it was a pretty tough game. They are good players, but we are good as well. Honestly, we could have played. We gave 98%. We still got that too, and that's going to come back for that Final Four.
Facts.
We have so much in us, and we're going to keep using it for the next few games.
Good reference.
And honestly, my teammates around me, they tried so hard today, and I'm very proud of every single one of them. And I want to say #thank you seniors, because they really cooked today. Especially Ava and Sully. These two ladies right in front of us, say thank you to all these ones.
Thank you, seniors.
Yeah, that's what I got to
say. So talking about close games, right? Alasia and Kylie, huge foul shots. Alasia, what was your mindset at the foul line? Up 2, and you made them both. How'd that feel?
It felt good. I just had to stay calm and block the crowd out and just shut them up.
Get in the zone. And Kylie, huge rebound on that miss by Gagnon. How did you position yourself on that one?
Honestly, I just knew we had to get possession of the ball, or else it would have been their game. So I just kind of went for it, hoping that I would get it, and knew they had to foul. So going to those foul shots, I had to get out of my own head and know the game was on the line.
Yes, Kylie.
Coach, did you think that McNamara would tell Gagnon to miss that second one, or did you feel like 4.3 was too much? They were going to try to make it.
I think they were going to try to make it.
Okay. Yeah, that was a tough call. I think under maybe 2 seconds now you say try to miss it. But Kylie, huge rebound to seal the game. Big play. They definitely had some offensive rebounds tonight that gave them second chance points. That was a big one. Here's some replays, everyone. What a pass by Kaylee. Alasia.
That was really nice.
And
look at Ava get ups.
Big rebound.
Nice job.
And look at the steal by Alasia.
Give me that.
Good job, Alasia. Nice strong move there, AD.
Where's she at?
Kaylee, step back. Yeah.
Splash.
Yeah, Kaylee had 20.
Awesome.
I had 20 points for Kaylee tonight.
Oh, and Bryn hit some really nice ones.
Yeah, but you like that. You like that corner spot, right, Bryn?
It's her Bryn and butter.
Yeah, Bryn and butter. I like that. Here's Kylie's rebound. What a rebound. What a rebound.
She was coming for you.
Give me that.
Long arms, got it. Great final game at home. Just masterful in the close quarters here in the last minute. Big game. Norwell next. Norwell beat Fontbonne Academy tonight, so I know there's a rematch of last year's state title.
Do you know what the score was?
I think they won by 12 or 13.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. We heard. A little bigger, 59-41. So.
Okay.
54-41. Okay, so Norwell again, rematch from last year. We don't know where the game will be played yet. Last year, the Final Four was at UMass Boston, so we hope the Foxborough contingent travels to the Final Four game. And again, congrats everyone. Great game.
Thank you.
Great season at home, and 2 more to go.
All right.
All right.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.